What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the channel. If you don't know, I'm Professor X. I give my perspective and thoughts, and we talk about it in the comments. I done heard a lot of stuff in my life. Been around for a while, done heard a lot of stuff. I done heard a lot of reasons why people get divorced. Some of it makes sense to me, some of it don't. I saw a video though that just didn't make sense to me at all. But before I share what I saw in the video, and for those of you who subscribe to me, I'm trying to get set up right now to be able to do my reaction to these type of videos so you guys can see it at the same time. But if I remember, I'm going to try to put it in the description. But I am trying to get set up to do reaction videos with the split screen and all of that. So bear with me. We're going there. But I remember when I was a child. I want to say I wasn't in the fourth grade yet because of where we was living. And we had moved by the time I got to the fourth grade. By the time we got to the fourth grade, we was in Panama. So this had to have been second or third grade. And I had got up in the middle of the night to get something, I'm going to assume something to drink because I was in the refrigerator. And I don't know what it was. I was barefoot. I don't know what it was that came through. But something, say it was a mouse, rat, whatever, ran over my foot. Now I'm in the second or third grade. Something ran over my foot. It was probably like 2 in the morning. And I remember yelling so loud out of fear. I screamed, "Daddy!" But you got to think, now my voice is kind of baritone. I'm a grown man, but back then you got to think, how most boys second grade sound. So probably sound like a girl, But I'm screaming, "Daddy, Daddy!" And I remember my dad came running into the kitchen with his army shorts on, no shirt, and the mind of a little boy, me. To me, he looked like a black Conan the Barbarian. That's how I saw him. Chest just grizzled. That's how I saw him as a little boy. "Hey!" Screamed it. I remember that. Something ran across my foot. I got the refrigerator door open. My dad come running through. Turn on all the lights, looking around. I'm probably hyperventilating. Calm down. We move. I don't remember what happened next. I just remember that situation. But my point is, in times of trouble, I knew who to call. I knew I didn't call my mom. Now, I had been raised in a single home. Obviously, that's the way I would have went. I would have had no choice. But with the setup that I had and the balance of my mind, I knew, call daddy. I was in fear, daddy. At the time, I didn't know if it was, I didn't know what it was. Mouse, person's hand. I didn't know. It was dark. I'm trying to sneak in the refrigerator. They probably told me, go to bed at, 9:30. Don't get up till it's time to go to school. I'm trying to be sneaky. Might have been some Oreos in there or something. I'm trying to get in there and get it. I'm being a typical kid. Disobedient. I'm in there. Mouse went across my foot. Now I'm screaming. But my mind knew who to call. Okay. I seen a video. Her race don't really matter, but it was a Caucasian woman. And in the video, she's talking about why she's going to be divorcing her husband and how sad he's going to be when she's gone. how he's going to realize what he had on his hands by having her. And when the video first came on, I was like, okay, I thought, I thought she might have something. I mean, this dude done did something crazy right here now. He done did something crazy. So I'm listening to her talk, and then I could tell, at least from my point of view, let me say that right now, from my point of view, back in the day, they used to say, in the sharpest crayon in the box, and crayon got smart and put the sharpener on the box. But before the sharpener was on the box, they just came out a little dull. Then they made them a little more fine at the point. The more she talked, I realized she probably come out the box with the fine point. That's how I had said like that for YouTube. Back 30 years ago, we said a different way. Can't say that now. I gotta be pretty correct. But the more she talked, I realized she may not have it all together. She talked about how her husband worked, took care of the family, took care of her. But she was freaking out because of the economy and the way things was looking and who was the president and how things seemed to be going downhill. And in her fear, she wanted her husband to move. She was to leave his job, quit his job, and find a different career in another, I guess, she didn't say where it was, but in somewhere else other than where they were. She even says in the video that she can't believe her husband chose his livelihood over her peace of mind of wanting to move to a different place in order for her to feel better about what was going on in the economy. Now, like I said, I done heard a lot of reasons for people to get divorced. We done heard them all. But I never heard of a woman divorcing her husband because he refused to leave the town or city that they was in because of her fear of what's going on in the economy. And it reminded me of the story when I was a child. Because if she understood her place, and I don't mean that in terms of belittling her, but relationships, marriages, it do come with roles and assignments. Some are built to carry more than others. Even the Bible speaks of the wife as being the weaker vessel, which I have a video about that. Weaker vessel is not supposed to be able to carry the heavier load. Men, even mentally, which is why by nature we are natural leaders. Now, all of us are going to be leaders, but by nature we have the capacity to be the better leader. I know y'all ain't going to like that. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It don't mean we can do it without the woman. It just means by nature, the way that we're built to carry more of a load. You all are built more for nourish, but that's another topic. Y'all want to argue about it? I'll do another video. If she had understood her role and her husband's role, this man is going to work every day and providing for you and your family. She says that. She don't mention no gambling. She don't mention another woman, another man. She don't mention poor financial decisions. He simply, to her, was not concerned about her peace of mind enough to leave his job and relocate to another vicinity. Because she, in my opinion, she did not understand that when a man is in the picture, a true man knows what's going on. And her safety should have been the same way it was when I cried out, Daddy, I'm freaking out. Well, my dad comes in there, like I said, looking like Conan. I don't know what him and my mom had going on before I screamed out. Because in my mind, it's almost like he had baby oil all over. I don't know. I can't remember like that. But it just seemed that way. It just seemed like his chest was glistening. Just before P. Diddy got all the oil. Just seemed like he was shiny. He came in strong. He wasn't freaking out. He just heard his boy cry out. There he was. Who would dare come in my house and attack my child? Yeah, that's why I called him. I'm running to his leg. I remember him picking me up. Then he put me down and searched the house. I believe my mom said, must have just been a mouse. Go back to bed. I knew where to go in trouble, in times of trouble. This lady should have realized, I know where to go. I'm going to my husband. Caucasian woman. So maybe he had a name like Jimba. Jimba. Jimmy. What's up, Karen? That's what she was. What's up, Karen? I'm afraid. I'm scared. Why? What's wrong? The economy is rubbing against my feet. In the dark. I'm afraid. I got this. Go back to bed. I've been saving for days like this. Go back to bed. We've been planning for this for 20 years. Go back to bed. My job is recession proof. Go back to bed. The cars are paid off. We have very little debt. Go back to bed. We pay cash for most of what we have. Go back to bed. I could sell a few cows tomorrow and take care of whatever needs you have. Go back to bed. The kids' college fund is already funded. Go back to bed. We still gonna give to charities and to the church. Yeah, that's what she should have did. Jemba. But instead, she gonna go down, get a divorce, and she think that he's gonna miss out on her. I'm afraid when the dust settles, you're probably thinking, God, she gone, really. I would. Never know what that man, now that I done made this video, I may not even have to post it up, because that man might have been praying for such a day. Any woman that act like that, woo! And he don't want to get her straight out divorce because he love and want to take care of, feel sorry for her. But God opened up a door like that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. Don't know what kind of praying and fasting old Jim Bob did. So you ain't gonna be too now that I don't thought like that, I ain't gonna be too hard on y'all. Just get in the comments, tell me what y'all think. Crazy to me, but now that I think about it, the old folks who say he's a prayer answering God. Yes, he is. But like God done came through. Nah, I can't say that. I know God not for, marriage tearing up and all this stuff. I'm just being a little facetious. But what y'all think? Get in the comments. And like I said, if I can get that video again, I'll post it in the description so y'all can watch the craziness. I couldn't finish. It was too much for me. But I just want to get on here and talk about it. Y'all be blessed.